guessing there's music to this. I don't know if there is or not. Oh yeah, the merry-go-round stuff. Kind of appropriate. Hello everybody and welcome into Sunday night, March 3rd, 2024. It is 9:59. I did a Doug Betts today and I started early. Wasn't intentional, believe me. Oh, that's on the other side. Green screen problems. You can see a little bit of an issue over here on this side. I don't think I can get that fixed tonight. I might get lucky. There we go.
Your name in the corner.
Yeah, just a tad bit underneath my name, but that's fine. That won't bother me too. The other one was going to bug me, but this isn't too bad. I cannot do the chat thing tonight. I'm going to show you why. So right now, you're looking at my background, which is the same as what's on the lower half of the YouTube stream. You still got the clocks, and I did away with the email for now. And I don't know what that is up there behind it that says DI. That's interesting. I clearly see DI right underneath Bill's, right to the right of Bill's name. For the life of me, I don't know what that is.
Your central time is hiding the top part of the clock,
I see
at least
that.
on the stream.
Yeah, I see that. I
Not that that's
lost
the end of the
power
world.
today, and there was some issues trying to get everything lined back up, which is really weird because I was not in OBS at the time, but it, I don't know, just went out to left field.
Well, I just had something happen that I will put on you because it happened right after you started. I got a pop-up at the bottom of my screen that said, try Microsoft Copilot. Just right after the stream started.
What can I say? Yeah, that can't go there because now.
Well, I'm good with that so long as you're getting the commission. From
You
Microsoft.
probably 1 or 2 cents. So now the thing in the middle. I know what was showing under the right of Bill's. Now I've got to make a slight little adjustment to this thing to right there. But now the clocks are off a little bit. There's a little bit of a black gap over on. There's two problems I see with the clock right now. One, pH is not showing, and two. So if I put that right there. But I can't make it any bigger than it is on the screen because it's full screen. So let me show you why I cannot show the pop-out chat tonight. Tony Wallow, thank you again so much for the $1.99 super chat or super thanks. I'm not sure which it is. So I'm going to highlight BH Ringers and it's going to show up and it's going to cover Rich, me, Sin, and Jeff. So the current layout I have, I can't use it. And then you'll notice the black box doesn't go away. No matter what I do, that box doesn't go away. So the only way I've determined to make that box go away is to turn it off. Then the box goes away. I got to figure out what's going up with Westside. Long Dog says you kind of have a lot going on there with this display. Yes, it's interesting, provides good entertainment, but on the other hand, what would we do here? Screen just seems too busy. I doubt that I leave the Zoom Homies thing going the entire time. I just wanted to see people's thoughts on it. I hope to get some comments in chat. This is just stage one of this. You will see this exact duplicate again. But with a, no pun intended, slightly different twist. Kind of great for an opening, but not great after we get started. Okay, I can see that. But again, I'm going to run it for a little bit tonight. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my clocks, because if I come up here and reduce the clock itself, and it should drop down on the stream. It should have dropped down on the stream. Hasn't dropped down on the stream. It should have, seriously, it should have dropped down on the stream. I made a slight adjustment, as in an 1.5 inch adjustment on it, and it's not changing. Twisted, yes, twisted. Greg's back. Hello, Greg.
Hey.
Oh, is that because it's locked in place? Nope, that's not it at all. You get your nap in?
Yeah, I just woke up.
There we go. Now the bottom's coming up. So let me do that, and then put that right there, and bring this down here. But it's not changing it's not changing over on the stream, and I don't get it. I thought I had all this fixed. There we go. But now the top of the clock's off again. Just what Jeff said. So let's go figure that out. Let's put that about right there. And then let's go about right there. And then that's all the way there. Yeah, I don't know what's
Looks like
going
it all
on.
needs to be, the whole thing needs to be shrunk just a tiny bit.
Yeah, that's exactly what it seems like, and I don't quite get what happened, because again, there we go, that looks okay, I think. When we look at the monitoring screen. Yeah, I can live with that. That's better. So, this was a project I started working on this morning, which was actually the middle of the afternoon. A couple little distractions took me away from it. Took Mrs. K to work, and I came back, and I pretty much dedicated a good hour to finishing it up. And I've got it to where it's at, and I'm good with where it's at. I like where it's at. I was going to run it as an opening, and I thought, nah, I'm just going to run it in here for now. And I am going to make some changes to it. The homies, Greg was there, Rich was there. I can't remember. I think Darren was there too. I don't think Bill was there. I know Sin wasn't there. Speaking of Sin, hello Sin. Hello Rich. Hello William. Hello Greg, Jeff, and Darren. Go home. Darren is probably, excuse me, asleep. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, I'm not.
No, not asleep. Okay.
I'm playing the game.
Did I wake you up?
No, I've been playing the game for the past 3 hours.
You've been playing Destiny 2 for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Is your middle name William or Bill?
No.
I don't have much room to stand on. I've been playing Destiny on and off all day long today. I don't have any room to complain or say anything. I'm going to see if I can fix the camera. It looks to be a little off again. I don't know what happened with the power. When we left, the power was up and running. I was still on Zoom. I had a couple things going. I walk in the door, and I'm like, I don't hear Zoom running. I look in the studio, and all the monitors are black, which I thought, okay, Zoom just ended. I turned my monitors on, hit the space bar to bring it up from being asleep, and nothing. Then I kind of glanced over, and I don't see the fan moving, and I realized there's no power to the computer. So, I have no idea, and I verified that by going into the kitchen, and the microwave and the stove clock were blinking. So we did lose power. Don't know how long that. It's a bright, beautiful, sunny day here today. Don't get it. It's updating Logitunes right now. And as I predicted last night, I was wrong. I figured Maryland would beat Indiana University today. Maryland was up 10 at halftime, and I wrote them off. Indiana won by 5. Couldn't believe it. My wonderful professional team here in this town played the lowly San Antonio Spurs that are now 18 and 50 something, because they beat the Indiana Pacers tonight by 13 points. Teams they should beat, they lose to. Teams they should lose to, they beat. I do not understand it. I don't know if they played down and up to their competition or what, but it's just mind-boggling. All right, that is done. So I'm going to see if I have the right camera here. Let's see. If I zoom me in, that is not the right camera. Let's try that again. I go to this camera. Now if I zoom me in, that is the right camera. So this is the camera I want. That looks a little better already. Maybe the update. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to mess with it. I don't like getting into the settings because it just way above my head. I really want to figure out how to get the chat back in there on the one hand, but I also respect the wishes of a couple of homies that said they didn't like it. This is another name that I can't pronounce, and I can't show it up on the screen because it's going to block out Rich and me and Sin and Jeff. UC Empire. Hello, UC Empire. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you showing up and supporting the channel. Looks like you've gained a couple subscribers since when I subscribed to you. That's good. That is always a good thing. Thank you for being here. I wished I could highlight and show. Well, I can do it. I can highlight it, but it's just going to screw things up, and I don't want to do that. So, anybody got anything going on this Sunday they want to talk about? Bill.
I'm tired after installing that hitch on my son's car.
I bet. Have you tested it out and hooked the trailer up and pulled it around to make sure it's all good yet, or?
No.
No welding involved, right? It just all bolted up on there?
Yeah, there was only 2 holes to drill. The other one was already there.
So you got down and fastened it to the frame underneath the car, I assume?
Yeah. Had to do a little cut and had to cut a 4-inch by 2-inch on the bottom of the bumper. That's just vinyl anyhow. And had to trim the heat shield on the muffler.
All right, I'm going to turn off the noise, and then I'm going to actually bring zoom back down. I'm going to lock it right there. I think that's too low, though. I think I have to take this. Oops, I didn't want to turn it off. I think I want to take it up just a little bit. And then I want to lock it down. And I want to actually bring this back, and I think this will work now. If you're watching the stream, it should pop up. There it is. And that should go away, and you'll never know that it's gone away because the black part of the background there will blend into the black of that right there. Photo Mix Media is on because I was checking settings today. And then this should pop back up. That was a pretty good guess on my part as to where to put that. Originally, I had my background on top, but I couldn't get it to work right, so that's why I flipped it around. And Mrs. K knows it's 10:13 that I am streaming. Can you guys hear that when it comes across my phone?
No.
Heard a tiny something, but not much.
I'm answering her quick test. She said she may join us. So, BH Ringer was in the chat room. Hello, BH Ringer. Tony was first. Rick Lakes was second. Hello, Rick. Jeff was third. Or I thought maybe... No, BH Ringer was second. My bad. And Rick was third. Hope he's feeling better. I know he's been having some things going on. Long Dog, of course, was there. Wintermute asked us, "Are we into my Cubist period?" Maybe. This is just the beginning. It's probably going to take me a good week or more to do to this what I want to do with this. I'm not going to have it spinning all kind of crazy different ways, but I do have a specific thing in mind for this, and the timing is going to be the issue. Right. Wintermute said it sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher. It's supposed to be Charlie Brown's teacher, but that's as close as I could get it to Charlie Brown's teacher. That lets me know that it's Mrs. K. Not that I need to know that, but it's just always good to recognize the sound and know who's sending me a text. Tony says, "See," and I didn't get to see the retracted message, so I'm going to have to watch the chat a little bit better. I think it's a pretty cool thing. And then I added the Zoom. I added the homies. I couldn't put Zoom in there. This is the coffee cup. If you guys will watch if you watch it, and let me see if I can do this real quick. I got to get out of the way though. So let me move. And I don't think I can get completely out of the way. So if you watch this, the one in the middle is this coffee cup, the original Zoom Homies coffee cup. The upper left cube is the top row, and it starts with Mimi, and then me, and then Mike, and then Jeff. The second row starts with Jim, and then BH, and then Darren, and then Photo Mix Media. The bottom rows, Alex, Chris, Doug, and Rick. I don't have them timed properly yet. That's why nothing's in sync. Theoretically, that seems to be pretty close to being in sync now. So that's just the first step. There's all kind of ways and things I plan on doing with this. I couldn't put in the Zoom Homies, and obviously we know it's the Zoom Homies, and no sense putting the Zoom Homies in there. We all know it's the Zoom Homies. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I got a little frustrated doing it a couple times. I was sharing my screen, and even Grumpy Greg didn't complain all that much. In fact, I think Greg made a suggestion that I actually took to heart. So you didn't go out towards the racetrack today, did you, Jeff? You had the NASCAR race in town.
Nope.
Had an early start. They started at 12:30 your time, local time, 3:30 my time. Which
to be honest,
me.
I didn't even know there was a race today.
Yeah. And then they go to Phoenix next weekend.
Yeah, there were some friends of my grandchildren's here earlier today, and I was sort of sitting on the couch watching TV, dozed off once or twice.
Yeah, I got up, made coffee, came in here and started work. Did you use the video about putting a picture on a coffee cup as your basis? No, I did not. That'd take me a month or two to learn how to do that. That's just so involved. This was involved enough, and the coffee cup is cool. I think the coffee cup thing that Wintermute's referring to, and I showed you guys the other night. I think just the mere fact that he can do that all in DaVinci. He doesn't have to use another application like Blender or Photoshop or anything like that. He does it all right here in DaVinci Resolve. And
that's pretty impressive.
It is impressive. And the fact that cup spins and the handle stays where it's supposed to and the picture stays where it's supposed to, that is, not to mention the gentleman's handicap, paralyzed.
Yeah, I mean, even without that, I look at that and I say, well,
yeah,
that's somebody that's going to do something I'll never do.
Yeah. I still want to know where these guys come up with these ideas. I mean, who would have thought I'm going to start with the spear? I'm going to shrink it down. I'm going to who would have thought of doing that? And when you guys see the final results of this, I would have never thought of how to do this. And quite honestly, I did not do this on my own. I think we all know that. I'd be an idiot to say, "Oh yeah, look what I created." I didn't create this. I followed along, and 3/4 of it I did from memory. There was a couple that I had to go back and look at the tutorial just because I was like a couple steps off. Ask Rich and ask Darren on the first show. It was horrible. Right now, everything is in sync. You've got the whole picture in sync, whereas the very beginning, and not picking on Greg, but I was using Greg's picture as my template, and Greg's head was in the middle, and Greg's body was at the top, and the top of his head was at the bottom. So I knew I did something wrong, but it's all good now. It's all that matters.
Well, you better fix my beautiful picture.
I did, and I did actually. I started to use your original picture you sent me. You do know that, right? That's the next thing I want to do is add names to it a little bit better than what the Zoom screenshot has. The biggest problem I had, besides Darren and Rich and Greg, if anyone can guess what they think the biggest problem was I had, I'll be impressed. They know, because I ranted and raved about it for about 45 minutes. Nobody? No takers on that? I found everybody's picture for this except for my picture. I could not find my picture. And I wanted to use the same picture from the cup that is, every picture on there is the same picture from the cup. So I wanted to use the cup picture, that picture. I spent the better part of 45, almost an hour minutes looking for it. And I knew it had to be on the computer because it's on the cup and it's on the middle cube. But I couldn't find it. So then I went to my data drive and I literally am looking folder per folder. And then I thought, well, this is stupid. I'll just go into DaVinci Resolve and find a project that has that in there. And it'll be in the data. Nope, couldn't find it that way either. So it was good. Our channel, by the way, got a shout out today on a coin channel. Tasman Coins gave us a really nice shout out, and I appreciated that from him. He did allow me to put my link in his channel, so hopefully maybe a few people watch. I thought that was really cool of him. He gave all of you guys credit for your technical knowledge, and that's a good thing.
You're up to 1,680 some subscribers. I see.
I think it's stuck at 1,682.
Yeah, you only see the first three numbers.
Right, 1.68. And I know that sounds terrible to say it that way, but it's fine. I'm sitting in a good place. My AdSense is in the mail for me to verify things to get paid. Last I checked, I'm a tick under $30 since I monetized myself. Well, that sounds terrible. So we'll give it a run. I'm going to give it a 3-month run and see where it goes. If it's okay, I'll stick with it. I personally don't like the fact that there are ads on the stream. I wish there were a way that I could be monetized and there not be ads on the stream, but I know that can't take place unless you have the ever popular and famous ad blocker, and I'll probably get dinged for saying that, on the browser, or you use a browser that does that anyway. Speaking of browser problems, Greg, are you having any issues tonight?
You mean
Mozilla Firefox? Yeah.
Let me check. Yeah, it's spinning.
Firefox, all good here.
Well, I don't know if that indicates there's an ads or something else that's going on. I do not know.
Might be whatever local YouTube server he gets connected to. I mean, there's a bunch of them around the country.
Oh, sure.
One of them might be having a problem.
Yeah, and I forgot to fire up Google Chrome to have a background. Tony said there's an ad right now, so it's possible that you're spinning because there's an ad. It would be interesting to know when the ad stops if your spinning stops. I'll have
Still
to
going.
wait. Is it working now?
No.
Still spinning.
Yeah.
Huh. That is very, very interesting. I have no idea. I will start Google tomorrow night and have it on one of these 4 monitors. I can cover OBS. Once OBS starts, I don't need to do anything with it except for tonight. But I can do that. I meant to do that earlier, but I kind of forgot. So if nobody's got anything, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. It's 10:25. I've been going for 25 minutes. Try to keep it at the 30-minute level for now. Mrs. K is not working any extra days this week, so it'll be 10 o'clock straight through the week. I want to thank everybody for being here. Tony, thank you once again for your contribution to the channel. I'm going to put it back into the channel, and I've got thoughts on how to do that. I'm going to discuss that with the homies, and then we'll bring it out on the stream if need be. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, William. Sin, good to see you. Jeff, thank you so much. Greg, you need to take another nap, man. You look really tired.
I am.
You look it. Did you go to Walmart today?
No.
Did you cut the grass today?
No.
I don't know who you are anymore. My goodness.
Carpet cleaner.
Yeah, wait, did you clean the carpet?
Yes, I did half my closet for the 3rd time today. And I did the trailer hitch install on my son's car
Oh my goodness.
on less than 4 hours sleep.
Yeah, I know how that goes. All right, I'm gonna say goodnight to everybody on YouTube. Thank you so much. If you want to join us, the email's over there, k.z00m@gmail.com. We'd love to have you on the panel, and hopefully one of these days somebody's going to take us up on that offer, and we'll get some new people in here. So I am ending the stream. Oh, I forgot to say thanks to Darren. Thank you, Darren. I know you're awake, so didn't mean to ignore you.